Tell me what's the difference when tryna get it on your own. Born rash, yeah, gotta go and get rash long. Can't forget about the times I was hung out alone. Now I'm getting to the money and I'm rocking all these shows. Never mind the things, I'm pulling on, rocking on designer jeans. Fucking on the bitch, and you know she slipping all on the dick. Counting on the rash, yeah, I'm on my shit. Closer to the stars, how I life. What you gon' do, tryna give her 2 lives? On my knees, yeah, I'm tryna get it right. Fighting all the demons all around me. So what you gon' do is you gon' fight. Gotta be well protected. Separate all the wrongs in my life. Gotta be well respected. Keep a pistol on my side. Drive off in that Lexus. Swerve off and go get high. Tell me what's the difference when tryna get it on your own. Born rash, yeah, gotta go and get rash long.
Disclaimer. The opinions expressed during this podcast are conversational in nature and expressed only in comedic and entertainment purposes. Not all of the facts will be correct, but we attempt to be as accurate as possible. At least I think we do. My bad, y'all. Theater holds no liability over these conversations on this podcast, and using this podcast, you understand that it is solely for entertainment purposes only. Enjoy the damn show. Laugh, love, live, and smile more, because we about to. You good?
Yep.
Oh. Alright. And I'm going to cut your mic for a minute, because I got to get this.
No, you can't be. Now, is you gonna be
Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Because I got to, damn, I forgot that.
Somebody hurt you a year ago, 10 years ago, or a lifetime ago, and somehow deep down inside you can't shake it. Sometimes you say it never happened, but you know deep down inside it did happen. So you try to deny it and that doesn't work. You suppress it and somehow it keeps popping out, and sometimes it pops out in an embarrassing fashion. You know that deep down inside something happened back there that you can really identify. In fact, you can point your finger to the person. And what seemingly was merely a little hurt in the beginning somehow is solidified like concrete in your mind. It's just there. It lays there. It hangs there. The burden of it is there. You'd like to shake it. You'd like to get rid of it, but somehow you just can't do it. You got hurt so badly that somehow you feel like, I will never be able to overcome this. Well, I want to tell you, my friend, yes, you can. Because you see, if you don't overcome the hurts of the past, what you'll find out is this. Those hurts can do great, great harm to your life. So what we have to do is we have to decide how we're going to handle this hurt. Am I going to handle this hurt in such a way that it harms me in every aspect of my life? Or am I going to learn how to handle this hurt in such a fashion that I can take it and I can handle it properly and be able to learn something from it, glean something from it, grow up as a result of it, and not allow it to hurt me. Because God does not want us to respond to hurts in such a fashion that we are devastated in our life, lose our witness and our testimony, go through life bearing some kind of emotional baggage that we are never able to escape.
And our great physician says, I got the prescription. He said, what's happening is you get hurt by somebody, and it turns to anger. And that anger eventually, if not dealt with right, it turns to bitterness. And if that bitterness just stays there, it becomes what the Bible calls a hardened heart. And it changes who we are as people. It changes who I trust or don't. It changes who I let in or don't. It changes how I respond out of my insecurities. It changes how I crush people with my words. It changes how, if I just meet you, I start off not trusting you instead of trusting you. It fires off my insecurities and all kinds of, it changes this hardened heart that comes from bitterness. It changes who we are and how we live. And the great physician says, I got the prescription. Here it is. You don't have to live that way. Here's the prescription. Be kind and compassionate to one another. And here's the word, forgive. Forgiving each other, just as in Christ, God forgave you.
Alright, y'all, I'm gonna leave that right there. Alright, Ian, you back on there. That was a motivational speech from Above Inspiration. I forgot the guy's name. But you ready? D. Okay, y'all. All right, 1, 2, 3. We back with another episode of You Don't Pay Me Enough to Care, and I am your humble host, Sebastian Sincere. And y'all already know the vibes. And this goes out to the homosexuals, the heteros, and the hustlers. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all already know what we be on over here. Y'all, we speak nothing but truth and nothing but real. And we on episode 49. I don't know what the name of the show is because most of the time I go off what's going on in the show to name the show. So, like I said, y'all, we got Ian in the building. We got
Wayne Shakur.
You want to speak?
Oh, hey everybody, how y'all doing?
We got
tonight?
Wade Shakur in the building. We got the lovely Christina.
What's up?
Not a million, but just Christina in the building.
100.
And like I said, y'all, so how's everybody doing? Like, what's going on? Like, how's everybody day been going? And you can start with you.
Okay, well, shoot. Of course, I've had a long day, and by the time I have got here, all my everything has been spent. But it has been a productive day. Laundry and grocery store and things of that nature. So,
Laundry and grocery store. When did you wash clothes?
laundry and grocery store and things of that nature.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. I knew I was on the phone with you like for most of the day, and I never seen you.
Yes, most of the day, yes, you do try to pretend to know what's going on, but you don't. At any rate, though, so what's going on with you?
What's going on with you, bro? How's your day, bro?
Man, she chilling. Got up, worked out. That's first and foremost. And shit, what? Chilled most of the day until I got ready to come here.
Okay.
Smoked me a couple. Got my mental together. Been
Okay.
reading.
Okay.
Been reading Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Who is that through?
I forgot the author.
I heard of that, but I just can't remember who it was.
I really just basically started the book, though. So.
It's a book?
Yeah.
I don't know why I think I heard that.
Fact check that.
You gotta start reading, like.
Yeah, Rich Dad, Poor
I
Dad.
encourage everybody to read it, because, man, a lot of what's going on is in these books. Like, the biggest muscle on the body is the brain. Like, so when you put that in there, your body and everything else aligns. So you gotta start reading them books.
Okay, so how was Christine? How was your day?
I plead the fifth.
Already
on the whole
you
week.
Pleaded.
On the whole week.
Okay, well, like I said, y'all, we on episode 49 of the You Don't Pay Me Enough pod, and like I said, this goes out to the hustlers, the homosexuals, the heteros. This is for everybody. I want y'all to, this is an open space for everybody to come on here and speak how they feel, say what they feel, and I want this to be a space where everybody feels comfortable and welcome to come on the show. And you know, that's just what it is. Let's get right into it. So, the first thing on the docket is the thin line between love and loyalty. Who put that on there, and why are we on that subject?
I put that on there.
Okay.
Because, like, we having a conversation a while back, and me personally, like, I was saying everybody.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
I was seeing everybody point of views too, like, so it was like, but what made me ask that is because a lot of people was leaning towards love, and I was like, you know, love can change, but love also has, like, to me, has like a lot of different meanings, because you could love a person from the way they make you feel, you could love a person from their touch, you could love the way the person make you know what I'm saying? There's different types of love. You really can't just put love in one category, because you could fall in love off of the littlest thing. And then I was like, you know, love is more so an emotion. And some people love you, but fold on you. But when you loyal to a person, it's no limit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then me, I was like, with loyalty, it's love there and respect. Because when you loyal to a person, then you gotta love them, and then secondly, you gotta respect them to even want to be loyal to them. So I just felt like I would rather have loyalty than love, but it's a thin line between the two because you could be loyal to a fault off of love, and sometimes you be loyal towards the wrong people because you love them. So that's why I was like, overall, I was still saying like loyalty, but then again, it was like it's still a thin line because it's that love, like.
So let me cause I agree with you on this. Like, and it's just from my past experiences, cause I like to talk about things that I've been through. In my marriage, it was like I can be loyal as hell to you. I can love you at the same time. But when do you think you draw the line between the two that it's kind of like we giving each other that love, we giving each other that loyal to a certain degree, but then you do things to make me kind of like push back from the loyalty because it's like you showing me that loyalty, but then it's like how I'm trying to make sure I word this right because I don't want to. How am I supposed to stay with you and be like for you if I feel like you're not for me in a sense, but you're doing everything right. And to a certain degree, you're doing everything right. You well, I can't say you're doing everything right, but you're doing the most of the things that checks off my checks and balances right. But then it's this one thing that I feel like you trying to like sabotage what it is that I'm trying to do with my life. So like do you feel like at some point in your life when you with the person that you with at some point you just gotta cut it off, or do you feel like I can still love you and be away from you versus us being together in this union that's not feasible for me or you because you doing shit that's not adding up, the math ain't adding up.
But then that's when you gotta your tolerance on it. Like how much of it can you tolerate? And then with the loyalty, what is your loyalty based on? Because everybody like I said with love, loyalty got so many. Like why is you loyal to? Well, I'm loyal to you because you're loyal to me now. Like when you say you loyal to me, like why are you loyal to me? Because you saying that, I'ma just be like, you only saying that because I said it. But like you could ask me like why I'm loyal to you now, I'll be like, well, I'm loyal to you first off because of the fact like what you do for me to make me better as a human being, that being the brother that you is to me. Like that's where the loyalty. I'm loyal because I'm your brother, my brother's keeper. So my loyalty is based off of me being my brother's keeper.
Okay.
So if like that type of situation was to occur, like sabotaging me,
Yeah.
what type of sabotaging is you doing? Is can I tolerate this type of sabotaging that you creating on me? Because it's forms of sabotaging too. Like
Because, and I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna piggyback off of what you're saying is that like, let's say like you with your girl and like you got all these goals and dreams and things that you want to do and this that and the third, and they don't have the same drive as you. You know, um, do you stay with the person like even in the whole spectrum of like I love you, I care about you, we gonna do this thing together, but is it like sometimes I feel like you have to like pull back from a person for them to see like what it is that's not, I guess, feasible for you or some shit like that. Like, and that could be, like all of it is love, but I'm like when it comes to like the loyalty part, it's like I can love you enough to let you go.
that's where the
Type of
loyalty.
thing.
That's the loyalty. Like that's where I feel like that's where the loyalty is because you love me enough and you so loyal to me that you willing to let me go to get me together. And I would respect a woman for being like that, like versus going out cheating and making the situation worse.
It's about the commitment.
Yeah, basically. But what you think on it, like?
I mean, I don't know. Like, so my first thing is always try to uphold the commitment that we first had. But I feel like on the loyalty thing, but of course that would be something that we would have had to work out from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Like, we build on that so that we can, you know what I'm saying, that would be kind of what be making us loyal to each other, like the experiences and stuff. And you had my back, and I had your back. You know what I'm saying? And we got through this together and stuff, and we worked together. You know, I mean, those are the things that help to build a relationship. But loyalty, also, I feel like too, is a friendship too, and people should be thinking about that too when they get in these relationships and stuff. Like, but now when you got into the sabotaging thing, I didn't kind of understand about the sabotaging thing because I don't understand what is you.
I'll say, and I'm gonna speak on that. Okay, in my situation, they were supportive with as far as like what I wanted to do, but once I started doing it, you're bringing all this negative energy towards it. That's not making me feel like I should do it. Like it's like, okay, you want me to do it, you're happy for me to do it, but then here you go with all these complaints and like just unnecessary arguments that I feel like shouldn't even be had because like you've been around me long enough to know what type of person I am. Like I'm never doing anything malicious to hurt you or our marriage or our union, none of that. Like you know what I'm saying? So when you sit up here and pick an argument over something that's to me it's little, it may be big to them, but I kind of feel
Perception.
like yeah, it's like well at this point now I don't want to do things around you because every time I do something, it's some type of negative energy coming from you. It could just be something really, really small that it's like, you know what I'm doing right now. Why are you throwing this energy towards me to make me feel like I don't need to do this shit right now? Like just
Like
being in
he
your
was counteracting your, like he was counteracting your energy instead of trying to like melt with the energy that you had
correct.
because right,
Yeah.
yeah, I understand. So y'all,
So
y'all
that's
wasn't on the
what I
same
mean by
path. You
sabotage
sabotaging.
because sometimes a person can be real jealous of what you're doing or envious. Like, and I don't know if that was the case with the person I was with, but it was just like it's not lining up with what I'm doing because every time I do it, why I don't feel like complete to do it around
But
you.
how you ever looked at it like, and then we gotta let Christina chime in. Like, how you ever
Yeah.
looked at it as like your dream and they dream, so they can't see what you see.
Remember that? Go ahead, bro.
Because
I mean, go ahead. Keep
most,
talking.
like most people,
That camera.
you
Remember
could
that
tell a
time.
person like prime example,
Go on.
like you, like say me and her, like
Mhm.
she know I'm into music,
Mhm.
but she's into makeup and stuff like that. Even though the two can go together because you know that's kind of like in the entertainment industry, music and makeup. But the more I'm talking about my music and she's really not interested in it, and that's my dream,
Now
don't
look
necessarily
at the thing.
means
Is it on? Is he talking? You
don't
got it on him
necessarily
talking?
don't
Okay,
necessarily
I'm sorry, bro.
means like that
You good? As long as you see it on that
she
thing, you good.
she
You got it on him?
it don't
Okay.
necessarily mean like she kind of being negative because it's like your perception on what they were saying to you, like how you take it. So like I said, my dream and her dreams may not be aligning with each other. She may not see it because I'm telling her about it. But then once she start to notice the progression of it, and then she start looking like, oh, because now she's seeing it like she already know like the two go together.
Right.
But it make more sense now. Like she's seeing my dream unfold. Now it can spark her dream. Like so now she can come in like now like she know I got interviews though. Like I said, even with makeup artists, it's like I said, they still got to come and do foundation and stuff on people when they on the camera, so their faces don't shine and glare on the camera.
Mhm.
So now my dream that came into her dream. So now both of our dreams, you know what I mean, it's blossomed. But it's like I can't take it as her being jealous of my dream off of some of her reactions because from the jump, like I see where her interest is at. So I can't make her like my interest until she starts to really see it unfold. And when she see it unfold, that's when she'll grab. So like, and that's why I was saying like maybe he wasn't jealous or envy of you. It's just his dream and your dream wanting aligning with each other. But he would have been more supportive when he would have seen it progressing, because sometimes you got to take that as fuel to show your mate like this what I've been trying to do, and they be like, oh, okay, now I see.
Okay.
Go ahead, Christine.
I don't know, y'all just said a lot. But like with loyalty, that's just like basically I'm gonna ride with you no matter what.
Right.
So no matter if you doing something, that I don't agree with totally or I'm not totally on board with, loyalty, like that's what you have for like your family. You can like not talk to your cousin forever, and if somebody try to do something to him, you all over them.
Right.
Like y'all talk every day, cause that's the loyalty that you got. Love is just a feeling. Loyalty is an act.
Thank you.
It's just love is just a feeling, and it's what they say about love is fleeing anyway. So
And like you
Okay.
said, like you
So
can
let
love
me-
your cousin and then just what I mean, fall out of love with her. But like you said, the loyalty is just gonna make you stand firm with him. Like
Stand
I
on
don't
it.
care what you did to me, bro, but I'm still gonna knock a motherfucker out if I hear him talking down.
right.
Okay, so look, I'm gonna stop this real quick. D, when you filming, make sure you catch everybody's attitude too. Like,
I am.
like you can flick it anytime you want. You can catch how they looking towards her.
I've been doing this.
Okay, I got you. Just want to make sure, like, just catch everything. Like, you got to push 2 and 3. Like,
Come on, I got you.
okay,
Hey, bro, if you had a screen in front of you where you can flick, bro, you want to flick a motherfucker. That's his thing, like, bro. Flick.
bruh, like this shit, like it be the edit for me that I be like, okay, I didn't even catch that look and But okay, so let me ask y'all to this, cause I get what y'all saying. So, okay, y'all, let's just say y'all careers is not going the same exact way, and you see something like you following your dream, but don't y'all think when you love somebody unconditionally, even if you don't understand it, should you go into it with that person if you really care? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like if
As long as our bills is not gonna be affected,
Like-
because that's for me first and foremost. We need to keep this roof over our head and keep you know what I'm saying, some up under our feet. Now we gotta have a place to operate from. So long as our bills not being affected, honey, I help you go towards any dream you want to do. As long as the bills is not being affected.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what he mean. Like,
cause y'all, like, I'm really like,
but that's kind of like
it's
a
like-
unit. Like
yeah.
you're saying, a unit. And that's what you mean. Like, I see what you're saying. Like, you want to be that unit when you're doing it. Cause
it's like even if I don't get what you doing and I don't care what you doing, but I'm gonna do it with
Just
you because I care about you.
just
like,
that, like you said, sometimes, me, personally, like, everybody ain't like me, but sometimes I be liking a person. Like, when they see me doing it, they be like, okay, yeah, I see what you're doing. Give me a little input. Like, nah, look, I feel like this is what you could do to improve it. But don't be trying to, like, downplay it while you trying to
right.
uplift it. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? That's what I think you was meaning about sabotaging, too. Like, don't praise it, but then down it at the same time, because what you're doing.
And
you
it's not
kinda
even
soaking my energy away from it. Like,
and to piggyback off what you saying, it's not even that they like downing it, but it's just like they throwing salt on it to where it's like you don't want to do it around them. Like, you can be like going to the studio every day, knowing, let me say this, knowing that when you go to the studio, that's what you got to do. You there for 8. You could be there for 24 hours sometime if you doing an album or a mixtape or whatever. But this is your dream, like, and I feel like as your partner, the partner should be like, okay, I get it, I don't understand it, but then this is what they do. Sometimes they do this. Well, you be at the studio too damn long, and this, that, and the third, like, cause they ain't getting enough time with you and all this old other stuff, like, and then you looking at it like, but I'm doing this to better our lifestyle, like, or I'm doing this to better what we going through now because you have a bigger dream than what they seeing. Like, and sometimes I feel like when you in a relationship, a lot of the times your mate don't really understand the hustle of it all. Like, and it's like just sit back, chill on what I'm doing, and let me show you what it is. But don't get to the point where you getting so tied up in your emotions where it makes me feel like I can't follow my dream around you because now you're bitching and complaining about me being at the studio for 3 to 4 hours.
Or you want to relate, or is it just because you just want what? Do you want a relationship, or do you want this fabulous career? See, that'd be
But
my
see,
thing too. Like, well, who do you want?
But look, right? You can have both. Technically, you can. Like you said, it's all about your mate. And I want to piggyback off what you were saying when you was talking about how the studio, because I was dealing with a person like that. You know what I mean? And to the point, like, I really didn't want to even let them hear my beats and nothing like that, because sometimes you be so hyped to let your partner hear what you got going, and then they get the, nah, that's all right. But then you'll see them all high go for the next person. You be like, damn, like fuck it, I don't even want you a part of it.
But don't that make you
that
feel
that's
some
what I'm
kind of
saying.
way?
Nah,
Like,
that's what I was saying. Like, it do put a damper in that shit, because it be like, damn, I really came to you because it's like, first and foremost, you supposed to be my biggest and number one fan and supporter of whatever I got going. Whether you, like you said, agree with it, understand it or not, try to get some type of understanding so you can be able to tolerate it. But if you're not trying to understand it and tolerate what I got going on, then we gonna have to think about something else, because this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
And this ain't no hobby to me. And that's where it comes to where you gotta really define the two.
You need to want the same thing.
Is you doing this for a hobby? Because now, if you're doing it for a hobby, then it's pointless.
right.
Because
Right,
now they got your
right.
mate got the reason to be on
Right.
what they are. But if you really doing it to really get y'all financially stable, and this is your career, this is your passion, this is something that you really like love doing, and they don't really like grabs hold to it at the moment, don't get too really discouraged, man. Because like I said, they may not fully grasp it until they see it, because they already seeing a podcast out there, and they already automatically gonna compare yours to that because y'all in the same field. So it's gonna be like, well, why yours ain't? But you gotta realize they started where I'm at to get to where they at. So
Right.
shit just takes time and get better with time.
But yeah, I feel like when you in a relationship, sometimes the mate don't understand where you're going in life, and that can really fuck up your relationship. Like, because then sometimes you being the person that's driven and got goals and dreams and aspirations, and going full speed at it, like, you know what I mean? And it's not like what you said, like, is you focusing on the career or the relationship. To me, I feel like if you, whoever you with, you supposed to be able to focus on it all. Like, because if let's just say, for instance, prime example, let's just say, Ian, you say, I'm about to go to school to be a doctor. You with somebody, you in a 6-year relationship, you just decide you want to be a doctor. Now, mind you, it take 8 years to be a doctor, and then you still going to school after that. Like, so even when you doing all this work, going to school, it's hours on hours of studying and this, that, and the third, and you got to take time out of your life to focus on these things. And you sometimes you may not focus on your mate because you got to really put the study time in. Like, look, I'ma love on you, but you gotta let me do my thing. Like, and I feel like a lot of people, like, when you get with somebody, they don't understand that aspect of it. Like, when you talk about being with somebody together forever and all these things and being married and all of that, you gotta understand that everything is not gonna go as planned as like somebody being up under you 24/7. You know what I mean? Like, so it's not that like you focusing just on the career or the relationship. Your mate's supposed to understand, like, okay, my baby is doing this to be great or whatever. This is his passion. This is his what he want to do. You know, I need to take a step back. But then you got people that be out there and they be you doing all this shit to be to better your relationship and better y'all lifestyle, all this shit. But then they out there cheating because they ain't getting enough time with you. And I feel like a lot of the times people be selfish because they don't have nothing going on. And then that's when it comes to a point where you like, but to me, I feel like let me get somebody that work just as hard as me. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to be with somebody that's just sitting there and I'm doing all this shit to come up and rise above whatever. And they just sitting there like, But then they got all these complaints and all this stuff. And it's just like, I feel like when you get with somebody, you got to find somebody that's that thing in the whole Bible where they say equally yoked.
But I said before the last time, you have to want the same things. So
Yeah, you did
and
say
that
that.
and that comes out in the beginning part
Yeah,
when
you
y'all
did say that.
developing y'all friendship and y'all loyalty and y'all bond. Like yeah, all those things can be there, but sometimes when maybe your dream might be overpowering the relationship, it might not be like, oh, I don't want you to achieve your goal. Like I want you to achieve your goal, but damn, like I want some time too. So you
It
need to
come with the
respect.
upbringing.
It's gonna be like a give and take, and y'all gonna have to just respect each other's needs and wants because I mean that's a relationship. I mean,
Yeah.
doing that. So
How you feel,
Yeah.
Christina?
Um,
Because I'm
I
going
mean, I
on with
feel
that.
like, if I'm doing something that I really want to do, I really don't even seek no validation from nobody about it. Like, if I feel like I
I
want
say
to,
that too.
if I feel like
I do.
I feel very
Not to
passionate
be
about this,
selfish, but
I ain't going back on it. Then at that point, I'm not even seeking validation. I ain't even asking for permission. I'm doing it. And if you know, you can't handle it, okay.
But me, I like that in a woman because that'll make me get behind my woman. Like, because if you can stand firm like that, that's what's called putting your foot down. And when you put
yeah,
your foot,
yeah,
she put her foot down, and that'll make a motherfucker be like, oh, man, let me get behind my girl because she gonna do it whether I say yay or nay. She's gonna do it. So I ain't got no choice but to get on board, regardless of how I feel. But
hmm
sometimes too, in the relationship, you also when you dealing with a person, you gotta sometimes look at their parents, man, because the upbringing reflects a lot of how the relationship go too. And that's just something I've been learning. Like as I'm getting older, my mother never used to always tell me that when I was younger. But like you said, when you be listening to your parents, but then when you start having kids of your own, that's when all them little conversations that your parents had to you start kicking in, and you be having with your kid, like you know what I mean? Because I be finding myself having with them. So
hmm
like you gotta do like what they call a background check because some of the upbringings be showing you red flags in the person too because
Hmm.
that's what they and then it'll stand out too like because you just start seeing it like that them type of behaviors it should
hmm
be a pattern like
yeah. That's some real shit. Okay, yeah, because like I said, like it's that thin line between love and loyalty thing. Like it'll really, really put a damper on your relationship if y'all both don't understand what's going on.
mm,
And I feel like a lot of it really be communication. Like if I communicate to you what I'm doing and what it's gonna take for me to get there, then you should just chill. Like it's gonna be nice where I ain't got time to like chill and sleep and have sex and all these things and cuddle and all this shit because I done been working all day. I've been studying all day and shit. Then you go home, you gotta cook, clean, whatever you gotta do. And I just feel like a lot of the times we don't communicate to our partners what it is that needs to take place and for it to be great and to flourish and all those things like so it just boils down to communication. It really does. And if they can't see it, then you just not for me.
I just feel
Right.
like
You just really not for me because at the end of the day, like I can go out here and follow every dream and aspect that I want to do. And if we have a sit down and I actually explain to you what it is it's going to take for me to get to this A, B, and C, and D, and E, whatever else, and you don't understand that because you still selfish on because you ain't got shit going on, and that be a lot of the times like you will be out here with somebody and they don't really have nothing going on, like you be like, damn, go get some motion about yourself. Go do something like that's not that way. If you doing something and I'm doing something, we ain't up under trying to be up under each other's damn armpits all goddamn day, because we both out here working hard to make sure our family, if we trying to build a family, a foundation in that sense for it to be great, like, you know what I mean, like. And then you see these people out here that's like millionaires and all these like celebrity relationships, and they both on the same wavelength, whether they actors or singers or rappers or whatever, but they both working hard, like, you know what I mean, like. And when you don't have somebody that works as hard as you, then that's when the scale kind of tips to the left, and it's like, okay.
Do you feel like we don't be? They feel like we may not be including them in our dreams.
Nah, it ain't even that. You can include them. Like, you can tell them everything. Like, look, I want you to come to the studio with me. I want you to do this and this and that and this. And they be like, nah, I'm cool. Go on, do your thing. Boo, da 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 da. But then when you go do your thing, then they like, you be there too long, and you know, I've been sitting here all day with the kids, and you know what I'm saying. And it's like, well, damn, I included you in the shit. You didn't want to do it. Now you complaining. So what is it? Like, what do you want me to do? Because I'm trying to make sure that you happy and feeling comfortable with what I'm doing and all of this stuff. But then you still trying to like find some negative thing. That's why I feel like a lot of the times when we get in these relationships, like you said, you have got, I think it was you. You have got to kind of, like you said, do your research with people, people's backgrounds and the way they was raised.
Yeah,
and
family structure.
yeah, like, because a lot of the
that
times,
means a
like,
lot.
you get with somebody, you be thinking like, oh yeah, everything. See, all the little honeymoon shit be cool. Like, y'all fucking, y'all kicking it, y'all buying each other shit, y'all going out having a good time, y'all spending this, spending that. You know, all that's honeymoon shit to me. But when they get down to the real nitty gritty of like what I want to do with my life, then it's an issue.
I'm not stunting my growth. That's a person that's
Yeah.
trying to stunt your growth.
Yeah.
If your partner ain't putting seeds in you to help you flourish, then no, I'm not. You're not for to stunt my growth. Especially if I'm putting them into you, and you just after so long, you're gonna start to see that dead plant you kept watering.
Mm, yeah. But y'all, you know, so you good?
Yeah, I mean, you can't make nobody want nothing, so, you know,
Yeah.
you can't make nobody want to, and if it ain't for you or whatever, like I said, you know, you got something personal you want to do, just do it. Like, you know, your partner, they may not really like or agree with what you're doing, but if it pan out to what you wanted to pan out to, they will definitely respect your hustle at the end.
Let me say this to y'all. Now we can move on from this, because this is a real touchy subject for me. Let's say y'all be with somebody for, when you get with somebody, sometimes you don't know where your life is going to lead you. You don't know. And then you finally get to a brink where it's like, I figured it out what I want to do. And it's been 6 years y'all been in this relationship, and you finally figure out what you want to do. And then when you figure it out, they don't get it. You know, but the whole time you've been rocking with me. And I could have had like 7 different fucking careers. Like, I want to be a carpenter one day. I want to be a damn wood shop the next day. I want to be a fucking salesman the third day. Like, and you just going through all these things. Because I went through this. Like, I really did not. I knew what I wanted to do, because I always knew I was real creative. But I had to figure out what that creative space was for me in order to like flourish in it, and like, you know, just go forth with the shit, like whatever that was. Like, and then once I finally figured it out, years then passed, and we was just kicking it, we was fucking kicking it and all this other shit, got married, all this other shit. And now I finally figured out what I want to do, and it's just like you taking it as a joke. And I don't even know if I could say that's the right word to say it, but I felt like you wasn't serious about when I finally figured out myself. And then you got to look at it from an aspect. This is somebody that's way older than me. 20 years, damn near 20 years older than me. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't live their life. They didn't, you know what I'm saying? They didn't pretty much accepted what it is that they done been through. And they just like,
Stuck in their life.
yeah. So, like, I just feel like people, when they get in these relationships, they get in them, but they don't go hard in them.
You growth. It was your growth. You
Like,
didn't let them
damn,
start
you
your
love me for 6 whole years, and then I finally figured out what I want to do.
Because you started to grow.
Now it's like, here come all hell. Like I said, you could be with somebody for 5 years, and then you be like, oh, I know exactly what I want to do and how to progress and make more money and all these things. And then you go into it, and then they just like, here come a bunch of bullshit with their attitude. And it's like, well, damn, like, the whole time that I was doing all this shit and just kicking it with you was everything was cool. We was up under each other's armpits. But now I can't be up under your armpits no more because I got shit to do. You know? And I don't know. It's just people
You outgrew a
just
phase they was stuck in.
yeah.
That's how I looked at it. Like I said, growth. Like it was growth.
People
Bruh.
crazy.
And
man.
you
That
just
shit
refused
just-
to get your growth started.
Yeah,
So
y'all
that's why
definitely,
you
y'all
went
definitely
forward.
want different things now. So.
Y'all just outgrew what y'all thought was supposed to be. Like you said, like the careers, it wasn't even so much about the career at that point.
Mhm.
It was more so like you got to look at it from a standpoint of self-happiness, peace.
And that's what I did. I started looking at all of
Insanity.
that.
Because everything starts and begins and ends with self. Like, period. And like I always tell you, because we got to get off of this, self is the most important thing in life because everything begins and ends with self. If you're not happy within yourself, you're not going to find happiness in nothing in the world. Because it's got to be something that's you got to find within yourself to make you happy, to even enjoy that feeling of what you're trying to get the enjoyment from. But
I agree with that.
self, man, and if self-care is necessary, and that's what a lot of us don't do in relationships. We tend to, you like you said, you got him spoiled to where he was accustomed to that
And I'm
treatment.
glad you said it because that's exactly
was-
what it is. You spoil a motherfucker to the point where they
They
just
get accustomed to it. And
Yeah,
then the
that's what it
accommodations of
is.
both of y'all accommodate each other stops because at that point, like I said, when you spoiled them, it was like they so used to you doing everything. And then it's like now it's like, okay, shit, I'm doing my part. Like you gotta start.
right,
But they so spoiled and so used to it, they accustomed to it. It's like,
right.
but like you said, to understand it. So, but yeah, that's it.
Okay. Well, y'all, let's go on to the next. You know what I mean? You understand? These niggas don't pay us enough to care for real. Like, and I just, you feel me, Christina? They don't pay us enough
At all.
to fucking
At all.
for real. Okay, y'all. So look, we gonna go into this next one. Number 6 say, would you delete your? What it say? Who put that on there? Would you delete your
Would you
friends?
date your friends.
No, say would you date your friend's ex, or like I mean, would you date your friend's ex, or would you date the person that they're currently dating? Like would you betray them like
No.
that?
Just one word for that answer. No.
No, you sure? Even if they was cute,
Okay, so look, you know me. You know I'm gonna be on my
even if
bullshit.
they was cute, even if they
And
was
this
gonna
is- this
never
is what-
find out.
No.
Okay, so I'm gonna say something to this.
After you, I'm gonna say what I need.
Okay, so look, peep this. Let's just say they dated, but they never had sex. They never kissed. They just were dating, talking, probably going out, whatever. But they never did anything. And you move away to another city. You gone. You just gone, like. And then you and the ex is still in the same city. And they just happen to cross paths, like in some fucked up ass way. Cause shit be just fucked up how shit happens. Like they can be out in the grocery store, they can be at the bar, and they just start talking, shit just start getting the vibe be there. You be like, oh, okay, you a good mom. But you fuck with my ex though, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so with that, and I'm saying this to all of y'all, would it be okay if, let's just say, like I said, you done gone on, moved in a whole nother city. You done living a whole different life. You don't give a fuck what's going on in your hometown. This, that, and the third. But you find out that your ex is talking to somebody that you used to fuck with. Like, is it okay then?
No.
Because it's never okay.
It's not okay because it's gonna create a awkward situation no matter what. It's not enough time that could even pass to where all of y'all could even be in the same room without some type of, y'all could probably be cordial, but it's still gonna be some tension in that room, whether people speak on it or act on it or not. To me, it just create, it's just something that I've actually experienced, not me personally, but been a part of, and it creates a lot of, because when you do that, you kind of mess your circle up too. Because what happens is you got one part of the circle that like, oh, they grown. Then you got another part of the circle they like, I'm team no, and then another part of the circle I'm team, well, it's cool.
Cause I was saying that because like some people be like, yeah, but they didn't do nothing, but I don't see anything wrong with it. You have people that don't see anything wrong with it, but then you got the people that see shit wrong with it. So that's why I'm just like, even in all of that shit, like, cause me, and this is just me. I'm speaking on me, cause I have this I don't give a fuck attitude with any type of shit that's going on. But if my ex is fucking with my ex, I probably wouldn't even give a fuck.
Oh, if your ex is messing
That's
with
what
your
this
ex.
is. Like, it's about like.
Oh, he said if he was saying like if your ex was messing with your friend, like that's what he's saying. Like
My ex was messing with my
like
friend.
basically like say
So I got it wrong. Okay.
basically like boom.
Because if it's your
Okay,
ex,
no, listen.
I'm hetero, so.
I'm piggyback. That's what I'm saying. I'm piggyback. Me being hetero, I'm piggybacking off of her because basically, like, say you and your best friend, right?
Mhm.
Y'all cool. Me and you was dealing with each other,
Mhm.
but we never did nothing. But like I said, I'm gonna get both ends.
Go ahead.
And we never did nothing. I wind up moving, or no, you wind up moving, and now me and your friend done cross paths. Now, you like you said, you done really went on. You got somebody you probably dealing with yourself.
Mhm.
But you and your friend is still ace boom coon. So she wind up calling you, or y'all wind up calling each other, or FaceTime, however you want to paint the scenario. And you might hear my voice. You be like, "What's that? That's Wavy over there?"
Mhm.
And she be like, "Yeah." You gonna be like, "What? What are you doing over there?" Like, what? Like,
No, you ain't gonna. If you
even
ain't.
listen, like, even if you don't give a fuck,
Mhm.
like you said, it's always gonna be some weird feeling now because it's like, why would you even deal with something, regardless if I did something with them or not? They was attracted to me at some point. So even when I come around, even if we may not have done it, they probably still got that thought in their mind that they wanted to. So they still gonna might try to act on that thought and thinking like they can still try to intertwine and get back to me. Because sometimes like people do that, mess with friends to get back with the person that they want to get back with.
I agree to that.
So
I agree
like
to that.
what Christina said, like that was what y'all was saying, like about a time frame, right? Like if the time frame, me like if the like it's like you said, like it's you going off a time frame too, right? You going off a time frame too, right? Like when you said what you said about moving to a different city, like so it's
Yeah.
been years, okay. But like Christina said, it's still gonna be awkward when y'all three around because it's still gonna be some type of feelings that it's gonna be connected to one motherfucker, which is the ex. Because regardless of the fact, they gonna always still feel like, well, we used to talk to each other, like we was gonna
Or
kick
the.
it. Or the person like right there, your friend might get a little jealous because all the shit you used to tell them about the ex.
Mm-hmm.
But like Christina said, with me, I agree with her because I'm not finna even deal with you
Right.
knowing that you had some type of intentions to be with my homie.
Okay.
Like, you feel me? Like,
So it's
and then like, hold on, like a lot of people got this standard, like especially with heterosexuals, like with me, like, and like
It just it create awkward air
Wait a minute, hold on.
because even if you never, it's like this. Say the other person just like, I don't even care. We ain't never mess around anyway. Like, and they say like, well, that's my friend. Now my friend messing with my friend. You feel what I'm saying? That's different because I might have brought you around just as my friend. Like, nah, that's my homeboy. We cool. That's like my big brother. Like, you telling your friend this for a reason. Cause girl, if you like him, you know what I'm saying. Usually with girls, we usually give each other the yay or the nay on that. Like, we gonna let you know, cause girls we talk. So we're gonna let you know, like we talking. You could, if your friend like that man, you shouldn't even want him, cause that's somebody she's into. Whether work out with them, whether they have sex or not, you know that's somebody she's into. So why would you take her, basically take her doll baby and carry it around right in front of her face? Rather, so to me, it just create awkward energy, and then even if the one person was cool with it, the person that was betrayed is just like, all right, I'm cool with it. But then now the other girl that he's with is gonna feel some type of way about him being around you because y'all once used to talk. It creates a lot of insecurity, and like I said, a lot of awkwardness, and it break the whole circle up so bad. Like,
go ahead. Say what you got to say, but I feel what
I
you're
feel
saying.
what you're saying about that. Cause that's what I was saying with that awkwardness, like you said. Cause it's always gonna be like, damn, I used to mess with, or I found interest in this person, but this my nigga. Like, but what I was trying to say is like, that's when like the realness of a person, like you said, you gotta let your people know, like from jump, like what it is, so you can set a boundary. You know what I'm saying? Cause me and my guys, we like we said, like we believe like we don't mess with nothing that really we touched. Flat out, we don't care what it is. We don't care if it was 13, 15 years ago. Nah, you touched her, you went up in her. So nah, I ain't got no use for you, baby. Like,
yeah, heteros, we feel different about that.
Hold on,
Okay,
wait, hold on. And then, like with that, me and my niggas, we ain't all the same. So I really judge women based off of who they let screw them too, because women do that with men. Like, so baby, if 9 times out of 10, certain of my guys, if you let them touch you, I wouldn't dare talk to you. Just off that fact, you let this nigga touch you, and I know what the type of shit he be on, but I never expose because it's my homie. But I know that. You get what I'm saying? So that's why we never. That was and then baby mamas, like we never crossed them paths. Like, if you got a kid by a woman. Like, I don't care what it is, nigga. I don't care how horny you get, nigga. You never try my baby mama, especially if you saying we.
But see, this is the thing. And I don't mean to cut you out, but this is the thing. I agree with everything you saying, but I ain't even talking about the aspect of them like fucking or anything like that.
No, I ain't saying fuck. I'm just saying in general,
let's peep this. Let's peep this. Let's say for instance, me and Ian. Like for instance, I talked to somebody. The shit didn't go as planned, like I wanted it to. And then years down the line, I found out that Ian and this person that I used to talk to, they talking. And it's just like, well, damn, that's somebody I used to talk to. But by me, and it's not even I don't give a fuck. It's just, I don't know. I just think some things comes with like maturity when you just to the point in your life and it's just like, you know what? It may have not been for me, but maybe it may be for you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe that may be your soulmate. Because sometimes you could be talking to somebody that's not for you, but it may be the person that's next to you that it may be their soulmate. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I get the whole dynamic of like, you know, that it's kind of breaking codes and shit like that because that's what y'all are talking about. But I feel like, at the end of the day, you can't stop nobody from doing what they doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it ain't even a code. It's just more so a self-respect. Like,
it's respect and code. Like,
it ain't even a code. It's just a standard. Like, why would I want to be second to anybody.
But
Like,
this is
I'm
the
just,
this is the
listen,
thing.
I'm just saying, why would I want to come second to anybody?
But you're not even second.
No, you really is, because guess what? She started talking to me first. Why would I want to come behind that? Like,
you're not coming behind it. That's the part I'm talking about. You're not even you. Let's just say okay.
Because it's more so is that because
so
it's like,
no, this is what I'm saying.
Like, even if no sex or nothing is involved, like, I just still don't want to ever feel like, regardless of the fact, like, that's somebody that my nigga can still have one up on me. Like, you feel me? Like, oh, I used to deal with, regardless of what you saying. Like, I don't care if y'all ain't never did. It's just the fact that I know that y'all had some type of chemistry don't mean that chemistry still ain't there. Period.
Okay.
So I'm gonna look at that as disrespect, like, cause I'm gonna feel like y'all low key already had you already, as you being my homie. Like, why is you even trying to? You gotta find
now on that aspect.
You looking at it like you was looking at her already. Like, for you to just even off the aspect of just chemistry ain't just like. Sometimes I just feel like, nah, like you had an agenda, like, cause why would you even want to go that route, like?
Well, if I meet two guys, you know, and I done met two guys at the same time before, and like usually that's when I make my decision who I'm gonna talk to. I just let like right off the top. I'm talking about cousins.
Hey, friend.
But I ain't
right off
that's
the
what
top.
I'm saying. I ain't finna approach you.
I'm not gonna
my
flirt
homie
with
do
this
it.
one and kick it with that one and go out and kick it with him and hang out with this one. I just go ahead and make my decision right up front, right up there, right up front.
Right.
We all cool, but this is who I'm trying to
I ain't even
talk to.
approach you.
Like,
Once my nigga approached you, I'm not finna do it.
Right.
That's just me. Like, if you want to.
So how you feel, Ian, about it? Like, cause this just seemed like your topic.
I mean, y'all hit all the points from the straight side, and I think from the gay side too. I just have to put that out there because that actually had happened to me one time, like how you had said that or whatever. I mean, it didn't turn into anything and stuff, but definitely I felt like we handled it in a adult way or whatever, like. Cause I mean, cause that can be like a kind of a seedy situation when you get that kind of overlapping type of thing. Like, okay, we were together and now y'all are together, but we're still friends. And then it's like when the three of us are together, then you know that might be feeling weird or awkward or whatever.
Mm-hmm. But you know what is so crazy because. When you watch the movie Best Man, they did that shit in there.
Yeah, he was messing with.
He ended up fucking with his best friend's girl, but he ended up marrying her. But then they was still like, I still like at some point in it all the spectrum, you know,
and that's why
regardless of how fucked up it may seem.
But did you point out what happened? You didn't point out what happened.
What?
Before the marriage, what happened?
They fucked around. I said that. That's why.
But
in the end of it all, they still end up being cool. Like it was like, okay, yeah, I know I fuck with her, but you married her. But at the same time, it's like
what was occurring. Even in Best Man Holiday, what occurred? It was still what between them two. It was still awkward
because he went on and married. What it was is it wasn't that she was messing with both of them. It's just she had a one night stand with the other one. She was always with her husband, the one she married. She just kind of like she stepped out on him with old boy.
And what I'm supposed to.
And
his homie, but
it made it awkward all the way up. They couldn't get it together till that girl died.
But he wanted
her.
That's
when they actually got it together.
He caught feelings for her. That's what created the awkward space.
No, that wasn't what it was. The awkward space was they was all really tight.
No, I'm saying but when they're now aboard now, he had to learn how to not have feelings for her. Because remember, she said something in the kitchen to Sanaa Lathan when she was pregnant about.
You talking about the other scenario?
No,
this one.
He talking about when Nia Long
and
Tay Diggs scenario, but we talking about Tay Diggs and
I'm talking about Tay Diggs.
If you would listen, it's the same. That's what I'm saying. If you watch Best Man Holiday, it was still an awkward thing, even in the kitchen when she was talking about his book, because in a sense, they still had some type of chemistry, even off that one night stand. They still always had some type of a flirtatious thing going on between them.
Yeah, they did. They did still have like a love.
Even though he was married to Sanaa Lathan. and she accepted it.
No, I ain't talking about Sanaa Lathan. I'm
No,
talking about
listen.
the other girl.
I know you talking about.
I'm talking
Spencer's
about Morris
wife.
Chestnut
Listen,
wife.
right? That's what I'm saying. In the kitchen scene, when they all was in the kitchen, and remember when Sanaa Lathan, she came in there, and she was like, "Well, what book is
Okay,
you
I
working
remember.
on?"
Okay,
And remember,
remember
like
what
I
you-
said,
okay.
even though Sanaa Lathan was cool with it, it was awkward because she know that you dealt with what she got.
okay, yeah, that's what happened. Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
remember
that's-
that. Now.
And they
normal.
cool. Your husband and my husband are best friends. And like you said, she built on the loyalty is like, nah,
No,
you
you
know.
looking at it because you still is missing that point. Because remember, Nia Long, her husband was not in a circle.
No, we're not
And
talking
Sanaa
about
Lathan.
No, I ain't talking about
Oh,
that.
you
Listen,
talking
you
about
gotta pay
them?
attention. We're not
Yeah.
talking.
Oh,
We're
okay,
talking about.
okay, all right.
No, I'm saying like that's what I'm telling you. You
All
gotta pay attention because what I'm saying is Nia Long wasn't in the kitchen. What I'm saying is Spencer, which is Morris Chestnut, that's his name. Spencer, the football player. Tay Diggs, his wife, which was sick, that had the cancer, is the one that Tay Diggs had. The
Morris Chestnut wife
That's what
had
I'm
the
talking about.
cancer. You said
That-
Tay Diggs, but it
That's
was
Tay
Morris
Diggs
Chestnut.
at the time. That's what I'm saying. At the time, Tay Diggs, that's the one that he had the one night stand with. That's what I'm trying to get her to see. Like, I'm not talking about Neil. I'm talking about the same girl you talking about, which is Tay Diggs' wife. I mean, Morris Chestnut wife that had the cancer. But it always created an awkward space between him and Morris Chestnut. Even though they accepted what happened, he still continued to marry her. Even though he had a wife, when he was around Morris Chestnut, still felt the way. That's why he was still holding some type of grudge, and that he really, really took flight on him when he found out that he wrote a book about him because he felt like that's what made him get close back to his wife. So why is you around my wife now? So it went back to that. Even though they accepted it, he still felt the way. Like, nigga, I still don't want you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And that's what she was saying about the awkward. That's why I was saying, like, damn, that's what she mean by that awkward shit. Because they let it go, but it still created an awkward space.
Regardless, to the end.
Regardless. They was married and all. She
Yeah.
dead. It had to take her to die for him to really let it go.
Yeah,
For him to feel like, well, we
I
both
get it.
lost her.
I
Type
get it.
shit.
I get it. I get it.
Like,
No
but
doubt.
you gotta stand firm, like you said, like, nah, because I ain't trying to be in the middle of that shit.
Okay, so I get what y'all saying. Are you an introvert or extrovert? I'm gonna go around the room and I want everybody to explain what makes them an introvert and an extrovert.
First,
So starting
what
with
is the introvert and extrovert?
an introvert is somebody that stays to themselves. They're more self-absorbed. They're more antisocial. People look at it like that. An extrovert is somebody that's more outgoing. They like to talk to people. They like to be out in the public eye. They like attention. But an extrovert is more so like they're more guarded. But they like to talk to people and shit. But you would look at them more of as an antisocial type of person. But they may not even be that. But they just more of the. They stay to themselves.
Now you
So-
what?
So.
Starting with you.
Okay, so starting with me, I consider myself an extrovert because I like people. I like people. I like being around people. I like talking to people. I like listening to people's shit. That's another reason why I started this podcast because it was just like I like hearing everybody's opinion on shit. Like I like to see because it helps me grow as an individual. Like it's not just for. Well, yeah, it's for my personal growth, but at the same time, like I like listening to what a person may think about this or think about that or say about this, like, and I can talk for hours. Like that's another thing. I can run my motherfucking mouth for hours. But now I done learned how to like just chill the fuck out and shut the fuck up sometimes, because I can talk to the point where it's like, okay, nigga, you didn't talk for 2 hours straight, like, but. So me being an extrovert on that level, but my introvert side is now that I'm getting older, I'm starting to learn how to just love myself and be more with myself. Like, I don't need all that. Because it takes a lot of energy out of you when you this uppity upgoing beat person and everybody flock to you for this, that, and the third. It takes a lot of energy out of you. Because then you got to you got to bring all these energies into you and understand everybody's energy. And it's just like, Okay, now look, let me just kind of step back and focus on me and what I want to do and how I feel about shit and kind of get to know yourself better to be more kind of now I feel like I'm more introvert now than I used to be, but I'm still that person that I can enter any room and say hi to everybody.
Me.
I'm not about to judge you. I don't give a fuck what you did. I'm just gonna respect everybody in the room and just like, what's up? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though people might be looking like, okay, this motherfucker don't even know me. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just that type of person. I just respect everybody. You know what I mean? Because I feel like at the end of the day, we all human. So, yeah.
I
So,
learned how to be both, really.
so
I'm gonna just say I'm both because, like me, I gravitate towards the energy. I read rooms, so if my energy, my frequencies are already set, that's what makes me both. Because I know how to be antisocial when needed. I know when to just shut up sometimes and pay attention because when you do less talking, your ears open up. So now you're able to hear everything you need to hear and you will see it more versus trying to be the extrovert and be the people person. Because sometimes you being a people person, like you said, you gravitate the wrong energies.
yeah, you will pick
And
up
now
a
you
lot of
now you
shit.
gotta learn how to shift them energies.
Yeah.
You gotta learn, especially me now that I'm older, my energy's set. So with that being said, I'm not finna gravitate towards no bullshit that's not aligning with me. Period. So that's why I'm both because I learned how to become an energy reader by paying attention to people posture, demeanor, expressions, and they tone and they delivery of what they talking about. Because that's just
And that's the part where I
I'm a
say me
chameleon,
being
like,
about that extrovert thing. That's the part where I had to like pay attention to so much of that shit. So now it's like I'm cool.
because you'll give too much of yourself
I'm cool.
out there that people will look at it like some different shit and want to try you. Like, you get what I'm saying? I know, like nigga, I'm this, but I'm really this. So it's like,
Just depends on like the environment. Like if I'm like at work, I might be a little more introverted. It might be only certain people I might commune with or talk to. But if I'm in a setting where I know everybody, then I might be like an extrovert. It just like you said, you got to read the room, like and know you need to stay to yourself. Are you safe? You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I consider myself probably more of a introvert, being a only child most of my life growing up for real. So I really learned how to like be by myself and just really just be comfortable with just being in my own space or whatever. I mean, of course, you know, y'all all my friends, y'all all know that of course I'm happy, I'm outgoing, I don't have any problems with meeting new people or whatever, but to my core, when I get into my own, you know, when I get into my own, it's just like me and myself really for real.
I can dig
that's
that.
lie though, because when you, so I used to want to be an only child till I start thinking about it. But an only child do make you an introvert, but you get to know yourself more, like when you the only child, because you get to figure out so much, like of who you are, because you ain't gotta deal with like your brother. They'll like, cause all y'all kind of like feed off each other. Like I don't give a fuck. Like when you got a sibling, like y'all all take grasp of something that one of y'all got. Like y'all gonna take out the something, but when you the only child, is like it's just me, and that's what
Right.
said it. And it, people that me just speaking to me like them only childs, people feel like they be problems and they be the spoiled breast. Like nah, they don't be the spoiled breast. None of the motherfuckers they really know what the fuck they want. Like
Right.
you can't entice an only child that want nothing but what they want because this is what makes them feel good. Because they that's all they had was self, and it ain't. People look at it as being selfish or like cocky with them. Like nah, they so used to just being alone.
You
Like
just
it's
learn
hard to
to
break.
adapt. You just learn
Yeah,
to
to adapt.
adapt. Yeah,
They
you
adapt,
learn to
but you
adapt to your surroundings.
they adapt to you, but you gotta let them adapt naturally. Cause forcing it on them will make them be like,
yeah, when they kids, they are a little bit bratty.
or
As kids, not really like it don't affect a lot of them as adults, but as kids, like you can tell an only child when they're around a bunch of kids. You can always tell, yeah, because they looking like, wait in line, hold on, what you mean, like, your turn, like,
Right.
all of that stuff,
They
you speaking
structure
a
ain't
foreign
like
language.
they structure ain't like ours.
Like, you know, only child, you remember back in the day, you could tell who's the only child, because they sit right in front of the TV, right in front of everybody, block the whole, you like, what, if you don't move your...
Or just watching it, or just watching what they want to watch at that time. Like you like, nah, we all wanna.
Yeah,
like you outvoted. Like
they looking like, what you mean? Like, so yeah.
Right.
Like, you don't take your little spoiled ass home.
Right. But as adults, they actually are very much self-sufficient. You know, even as kids, they don't need they don't need friends. It don't bother them. Like, them be the kids like,
yeah,
you got some friends at school, I guess.
Yeah.
What's the people name of your class? I forgot.
They friends is family for real. They cousins for real. That be the friends.
That's how you be in. That's how you been on the
The friends be the cousins and they cousins friends. And
my friends were my family. Yeah, I'm about to say like my cousins really for real. Like that was like my friends for real.
Okay.
And then really have like a whole bunch of friends per se.
Yeah, because when you got brothers and sisters,
it's a competition.
The shit be going digital like
all day. I'm sitting in the front. I'm first.
The shit be going digital.
I want the ball. I don't want the spoon.
What? Motherfuckers be getting pushed out the table and everything. Like, got me fucked up. Like,
Lamar, guess what? We used to rumble over the ball.
Man, what?
Like, I ain't want the spoon because it's like, no homo, you lick the spoon a couple times, like it's over with. Ain't no more cake mix on the bowl. You can keep, gritty with that bowl.
Yeah.
What?
When you got brothers and sisters, when you by yourself, you can get that bowl all you want.
The only child, you get the
must be
spoon.
Nice.
They call you down like, here the bowl ready. When you the only child.
You be right there just waiting, like when you got brothers and sisters, like y'all right there, like, mom, you making up yet?
Yeah.
Or you already called, like, I got the bowl, mama make the cake. But that's the thrill of having siblings sometimes, like when you really think about it, when you start talking like that. But I used to want to be the only child because I felt like if I was the only child, like, nigga, the shit I was getting now would be triple double.
Man, okay, y'all. So, okay, let's see. Okay, so this is one of my topics, and I don't want to say no names, but I hope y'all can understand where I'm coming from with this, because there's some celebrities that went through this shit. So, a blogger was talking bad about female rappers and females in the industry. And the gay guy decides to stand up for his female friend, which is a female rapper. And the context of after all of the beef and shit, the gay guy stood up for his straight hetero friend. And he went after the guy like, you a bitch ass nigga, like for sitting up speaking, for sitting there downplaying a black woman at that. Because, you know, we already, as black people, already got 3 strikes against us on a lot of shit. Mm-hmm. So he went off, made a diss record, all his things or whatever. The gay guy really went in on his ass. So what I put on here is, what people were saying is, why are gay men more protective over hetero women than the straight man should be?
So because we're targeted. So we're always the ones. We're always the ones that people want to objectify. I mean, so I kind of feel like when we see that happening to other people, then we're already like on protective mode. Like, I'm already used to being bullied, so when I see somebody else being bullied, I don't like the way that looks. You know what I'm saying?
And this is my thing. Let me say what I got to say to this. Because to me, I respect women I have a very high respect for women. Because I was raised by so many women. And when I see men, hetero men, bullying, talking crazy to them, my defense mechanism goes up completely, because it's like, and this is what my mother always said, if that woman ain't spitting on you or hitting you, you shouldn't even be like stunting that shit. Like, I think it's corny, because it's like To me, and I ain't trying to like disgrade a woman or whatever, but to me, y'all are very fragile. Like y'all are like flowers to me. So listen, this is what I'm saying. Y'all are very fragile to me. So when you have this dominant male, like being so aggressive and so like at you, and it's like, dude, like why are you doing all that to something that's not even like she not. I just to me I just feel like when you picking on it, and it ain't even got to be a black woman, it can be just women in general, like you know what I'm saying. And I just think to me like I get real defensive when I see hetero males like cursing or going after their girl or this that, or even just a woman in the public eye, and you just like, damn dude, you going on hard on her like that, like she can't even beat you for real, like you know what I mean, like so I think it's corny, like so I'm just like I feel like with gay guys, by us being more protective, is because we looking at it by the fact that we get what a woman is. And it's crazy to say this, but I feel like gay guys get women more than hetero guys.
I was about to say.
So hold on. So I feel like gay guys get more, understand women more so because, like you said, the last one we have feminine energy, so we can pick up on that soft spot. Like you know what I'm saying, like. And a lot of heteros don't really grasp to the hard spot because they're so like dominant. And it's not like saying like gay guys are not dominant, but I just feel like that with something that fragile, I just feel like what are you getting out of that? Because it's like at the end of the day, like she's never gonna win.
Well, so I say all that to say this. I mean, I give y'all respect, but I ain't never gonna make y'all feel like y'all superior over heterosexuals or making it seem like heterosexuals don't protect black women. Yeah, y'all more in like as far as protection goes, it goes both ways. You just got some men that just bitch niggas. So
okay.
That with that being said, I'ma put them over there with y'all anyway. Because nigga, that's what you acting like. Because most gay men don't even like that anyway. Like nigga, you acting like a bitch. Like nigga, I'm gay. Why is you like so? That right there, like that's just the instinct anyway. And then secondly, is like,
but
you say, hold on, wait,
past, well, you not gay, but
well,
you
nah,
saying
like
they,
nah, hell nah,
yeah,
like,
no, I'm just
but
saying,
I'm saying like most gay men, they look at us heterosexual men when we do be like that towards women, they gonna look at y'all as bitch niggas because that's like a female trait to even want to go back and forth and argue with a woman. That's something my mama told me. Men don't do that. We don't go back and forth with a woman. That's being a sucker. Like you hear what I'm saying? So me as a man, that's why I always say. I always stay in the man place. My place is not to go back and forth with you as a woman. I got women in my family you can talk to, but they ain't finna do no talking with you. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
But me as a man, I ain't even finna go there with you or how you feeling like you could do that. And I like that was something like as men, we even when we were younger, we have to learn that because a lot of it comes with self control too. Like you get what I'm saying? And then like me personally, I'm like that. Like that's just an instinct. And, like I don't give a damn what race you are because I'm gonna protect women because women are supposed to be protected because they the most delicate thing on this earth. That's the most softest thing ever is a woman. Supposedly, we got some women out here that can really knock some of you niggas out because I done seen like a couple of them put y'all straight on y'all back, like, and some of them can like some of you men can really fight and was really out there trying to fight this woman. She put y'all on y'all back, like, but
I like the way you put that.
As a woman, gay men can relate more, like you said, because they more feminine with the shit. So that's why they protective instincts is more on go because it's like they feel in a sense like they a woman in a sense. They feel that woman. But not knowing like heterosexual males, because I'm one of them.
It's not that. Listen, hold on. Wait. I'm gonna let you say what you gotta say. But it ain't that we feel like we a woman. We just have feminine tendencies.
That's what I'm saying. It's the same thing as a woman. The relatable energy as a woman. That's why y'all blow up like that. And then when y'all do blow up and protect women, majority of the time the heterosexual side don't even come out. It still be the woman in you because you related to the woman. So y'all defense be like, y'all wait, the argument that I'm saying, like
I'm listening.
With like y'all protection ain't gonna be the
Okay.
Now, don't get what I'm saying wrong, because I know some gay men that can thump, that'll put you boys on y'all backs. You get what I'm saying? I done been seen it. You get what I'm saying? Like, so I'm not never down because y'all still men. So I'ma still respect y'all as men, gay or not. Y'all still a men first and foremost. So that's still gonna always be a natural instinct to protect the woman. So quit trying to divide this like gay men protect the heterosexual woman more than
Yeah,
the
that's what the
than
that's what the
heterosexual man,
conversation was.
because it's an instinct in men. Period. Most men. It's a
I
natural.
agree with that.
It's a,
And
that's why
I
I
would
was.
agree
That's
with
why I'm
that.
just
It's
saying
an
like don't
instinct
keep.
in
That's what I'm
most men.
saying
It's
like.
the instinct. It's a primal instinct.
It's an instinct as you being a man first and foremost, regardless if you got feminine energy. Because I'm a man, but when it comes to my girl, I know how to get feminine towards my girl because I sit down and paint my girl toenails if needed, clip them and rub her back and you know what I mean, and wash her hair and grease her scalp. I would do that because I was raised by a woman, but a woman also taught me as a man, this is the way to pamper your woman. So you gotta tap into your feminine in the inside because if you always want to let that masculine energy come off, you're going to always run a woman away and she's not going to want to deal with you. So at sometimes a man has to have a soft exterior to even be able to understand a woman, to that instinct to kick in to protect her. You get what I'm saying? Because protection comes with understanding a woman, because when you protect a woman, you understand that first and foremost she's delicate. She's supposed to get protected.
Right. I
That's
know. I
just
feel
like
what
I
you're
said.
saying.
So that's why I said we ain't going to keep making it seem like he did something that I wouldn't have did. You get what I'm saying?
No, I know, and this is
Because
this. Wait. Before you go into all of that, what it was when I was looking on the internet, that's what the conversation was. With people saying like, why are gay men so more defensive? And I was just like, well, that's a conversation that needs to be had because a lot of the times people don't understand that we're still men.
And that's what I want.
And like, I don't play that shit when it comes
like,
to women. It's like, bruh, pump your brakes, like, cause for real, it ain't. She can't beat you, like, you know what I mean, like.
RP to this guy named Lavelle, man. When I say this is one of the main reasons why I have never been homophobic, like period, because me being younger, I was around like seeing it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing new under the sun. But it was this guy named Lavelle, and he's my nephew's great uncle, but he's deceased now. But I like even with him, all the straight men love Lavelle. You get what I'm saying? Because a lot of us still respected him first and foremost as a man and a human being. But then secondly, he always projected that love and protection for us. So it was like a natural instinct to protect him. So anytime like it could be a person that ain't from the hood that'll come in there and get the talking crazy like this motherfucker fag, and like he might get punched by one of us.
Right.
Thinking like we gonna agree with what he's saying to Lavelle, like, nah, nigga, you tripping, man. We love Lavelle, nigga. Get up out of here.
Right.
Get up out of here.
But
like,
yeah, I just wanted people to like really see like it ain't just like because
it's just being
people.
a man. Y'all
Yeah, it's
that.
just we really just men at the end of the day, like whether we gay or straight. And I feel like sometimes people put that stigma on heteros, saying like, oh, they just be on bullshit. But it ain't even that. It's just like men gonna be men and men gonna protect women if you a real man. Period. Like, you know what I'm saying, whether you gay or straight, like. So I just felt like that was something that need to be had and shit.
And let me just say,
about.
not a man, nigga, a king. Period. Like even as like I'm never gonna dethrone a man because he gay. Nah, a king is always a king. Period. A king is a king. Period. And as a black man, you gonna always be a king in my eyes. I don't give a fuck what you is.
I could say that.
You're gonna be a king, just like a black woman is always meant to be a queen. Like, I don't give a fuck what you is. Like in my eyes, you're gonna be a queen. Like period. Like.
Yeah,
So
me and Ian, we run into a lot of situations when we out together where we have
protect each other.
We have to protect each other. It's not happening like every time we go out. We have to wind up. One of them got to protect the other. I'm very protective over him because sometimes I have straight men. Cause when me and Ian go out, we vibe. So they probably be trying to figure out do she know his status? Do she, like, cause we be vibing. And it's always something like it'll be like a straight man that'll get jealous. Don't even know us. And what he'll do is he won't pick a fight with him. he'll pick a fight with me because
he
they
gonna tell you,
no,
it's a,
because what they trying to do is make him react to it because they call themselves trying to tell me what he is when I already know that. It happens like all the time. I don't care if we in a club, we ever walking to breakfast and this thing happen 8 o'clock in the morning and this thing happen.
I know, because
Yeah.
guess what? When me and him go out, I'm like that with him. I'm like very protective of my brother.
And when that
like,
happens, he had to hold me back.
and look, like,
he had to hold
and that's
me
what I'm saying. He like that. Like, I'm very protective. Period. Like, even like if we all going out, like, I'm just gonna be protective of everybody. But it's been times where me and him would go out, and I'm very protective over him. Like, nigga, I know my brother. Like, he gay, so what? Why is this bothering you anyway?
That's where that be my point. I find myself having that.
I'm not even
argument.
finna explain to y'all. At first and foremost, I'm not even finna explain to y'all. Period. Why I'm even with my brother. Why we here in this corner drinking, we smoking, we vibe, we kicking, whatever. Secondly, I'm not even finna even go there about me finna explain my sexuality, nigga, because I'm coming through the door already with the energy to let you know. And I ain't no man that's even letting him bother me because what his sexuality is don't matter to me because it's still my brother. I don't see that when I'm with him. Because he always was cool with straight men anyway. Back in school, like, all of us love Lamar. But I think it's different from back then to now with that because it's like we were always taught to love. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, regardless of what they is, like, these kids nowadays, it was stripped of that. Like, the unity of it, like, because, like I said, when we was going to school, we hate a transsexual in our classroom, didn't we? At the time, he was still, but we ain't pick with him. We ain't allow nobody to pick with him, though. But when you comfortable like how you is with Ian and like how I am with him, it don't bother you, like, it really don't, man, like, and it just be funny that people will allow that to irritate them, like, why, like.
I just gonna turn up because I feel like this. If my best friend do gotta come up out of his jumpsuit,
You do.
oh, everybody better hit the flow because I done seen him do it before. Like I done seen where some instances where something has happened, a situation went down, and there was a guy. I didn't even know that was Ian standing behind me. He was like, "What's up, bro?" All I kept hearing was, "What's up, bro? What's up, bro?" He finna knock dude straight out, but I'm not even knowing that's Ian. That's how far about his jumpsuit, his voice. It had went to a whole new low. Like I was like, "Oh, that's Ian." Like I was like, "Yeah, what he said." Like feel me? Like yeah, you don't want none of that. Like
I'm gonna tell you, I done seen
When
some
things
stuff.
need to happen, things need to
that, so I
happen.
just gone and turned up because if he come up out of his jumpsuit, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to get him back in it. Like
Christina, listen, y'all, like,
Trust and believe when it
He'll
needs
tell
to
y'all.
happen, I can make it happen. Trust and
Listen.
believe when it needs to happen, I can make it happen.
I didn't even know that was him. Bro.
Hey, he'll tell y'all, Christina, look, right? I'm locked up. I'm in the county, like, fighting this little case or whatever. I'm looking at 13 years, but I always find some type of humor in the most fucked up situation. So I'm on the phone, I tell my people, like, call Lamar. She called me, like, oh, we on the phone. He just hear the argument. He like, bro, what's going on? I'm like, bro, it's this gay motherfucker here, right? He like, yeah, like, that's him going on. I'm like, yeah, like, I can tell. I'm like, bro, he just told dude, I'm gonna beat your ass, and I'm gonna come out the cell switching to let everybody know that you just got beat up by a fag. Since I'm a fag, bitch ass nigga, come in the cell with me. So I'm telling him, like, hold on, I'm gonna call you right back. Like, so I wound up hanging up, boom. When I say y'all, dude down there talking big shit at the domino table. I know, like I said, they still men. I'm telling bro, like, hey, bro, I'm gonna tell you like this. First and foremost, rule of thumb: we don't fight gay men. Not saying they no different,
Okay.
because at the end of the day, they ain't bothering you. So we don't do that. So that means you was fucking with him to get the reaction you finna get out of him. Because they don't just fuck with you, bro.
Right.
Secondly, you go up there and get beat up by this gay man. All respect as a man is finna go out the door, little nigga.
Right.
So I'm telling you now, chill out. Oh, I ain't scared of this man. He a fag, bro. I say, bro, he's still a man. Bro, he a fag, though. I said, bro, he just said he gonna beat your ass and come out the cell switching. Man, we done seen this motherfucker gay dude beat up the CEO. Remember I told you he beat up the CEO, too.
Mm-hmm.
He got work. So the homie finally go upstairs. It's like, it's time for us to go in for lockdown. You know, the tears, boom, boom. He go up one side. So he see the gay dude go up that side. So he gonna try to go up and try to duff the gay dude, like try to snuff him. Like, gay dude dipped to hit that motherfucker with two. Boop, boop, boop. Motherfucker was on the ground like this. Why the motherfucker come tuck his shirt? The gay man tuck his shirt and switched over and went back downstairs and turned around.
Okay.
And let the CO's company. When bro woke up, we all like, oh, he beat your ass and he did what he said he was gonna do. And when the CO's let him right there, cause the CO heard the commotion, and CO kept telling the little homie to calm down.
Mm-hmm.
So the CO was like, dude, you just got your ass whipped by a gay man. You realize you can't go back in the G-pod. You cannot go back in there. He said, we're not finna do that to you, man. He said, that's the most humiliating thing I have ever seen since I've been working out here.
That's
He
crazy.
said, that man knocked you the fuck out. Like, the CO told you, like, he knocked you the fuck out. But the dude, the gay dude, they asked him, did he want to press charges because it was a hate crime.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't, like, gay men, like, they still men, man. So, y'all better keep that in mind.
Get their shit together.
Because they'll tighten you up.
Man, sap.
They will tighten you up. And y'all
Sap,
gotta
sap.
realize they've been fighting their whole life to be accepted.
Right.
So they face like brick out here, bruh. Like, it's hard
On
to
a
pull.
daily basis.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they was fighting.
On a daily basis.
They don't, and I don't mean to cut you off, but they don't even realize how serious this shit is. Like, cause let's just say me and Ian went to the fucking Walmart yesterday. Like, we still gotta conduct ourselves somewhat accordingly in the public, like, because we just don't want that shit to go on where a motherfucker whispering and shit like that. We look at that kind of shit, like, cause then we on defense at all times. Like, it's like, let a motherfucker say something in this bitch and it's going digital. Like,
But that be
but the thing is, we be sitting up there like real live, like just doing what we do and
trying to be regular.
yeah, just
trying to
regular
be
shit.
But that
Going
trigger
grocery
me out,
shopping.
But
like
my
she said, that's
regular
what
ain't
trigger
your
us out, 'cause
regular,
y'all coming out
though.
y'all hookup like y'all coming out y'all jumpsuit.
But we out the hookup all day.
That's dead because y'all y'all ain't even defensive for real. People draw that out of y'all, like, and that's what be making me defend y'all. Like you said, it ain't even so much as being a bully. It's just like, bruh, like at some point, like, bruh, yeah, I know he gay. Like, now when he knock you the fuck out, bruh, like, fuck, he ain't even gotta knock you out, bruh, because I know what he gonna do to you. I'm finna beat your ass, bruh, because you fucking with him, bruh. You fucking with him, like,
Yeah.
you get what I'm saying?
Like,
And the guy that he had to like kind of like
They want no smoke.
No, it wasn't even that. You know, excuse my language, but the guy wasn't nothing but a down low jailhouse punk. For real. But
So he's battling his
but Ian didn't know that. That's why the
Probably
guy.
did.
That's why me and the man was even having words, because he's a punk.
Oh, you-
See, there's a difference between like a punk and a fag. This was an old ass jailhouse punk that he think don't nobody know.
He
You
a
see what I'm
gun.
saying? So when Ian, like, I don't know if Ian seen it anymore or what, but he wasn't
ain't know.
going. He just
I ain't know.
he snapped out
I
real
ain't know.
quick.
I just know he had vexed my soul at that
point.
At that point.
Ian said, "I'm getting ready to audit you."
Right.
He
And I wasn't ready.
getting ready to audit
Okay.
Oh, he was
Cousin
like,
now,
"Who
like,
want to
I
get audited?"
like
That's
that.
what he was saying.
I'm gonna have to use that one.
What's up,
Niggas
bro?
out here gonna get audited.
What's up,
Okay.
bro?
Listen,
Say,
this
so,
my
oh,
brother, that's my
goddamn,
motherfucking
goddamn.
cousin, boy. They meant work like
Like,
mine,
leave
boy.
that, you
Leave
gonna
that
leave that?
alone.
I was like, all right, well, we got this.
Cause guess what, my uncle, Mikey, baby, I'm telling you,
we
my
was
uncle.
finna win that square dance contest.
Listen, my
I'm
uncle-
telling you.
Okay, y'all. Let's move on because
My aunt,
yeah, we almost there. Okay, y'all. We got one more topic, and then we're gonna go to team building. So I want everybody to go around the room because I put this on there. I want y'all to describe the chapter that you're in your life and where you're trying to be. Like what's like by you being the age you are, what chapter are you in? Like as far as like being um just you. Like what chapter are you in your life right now?
No, no. I guess I'm still, you know what, and at the age I am, I feel like I'm still fighting to be present and to be heard and to be respected in society for real,
Hmm.
as a gay black man, as a SCNA, as you know what I'm saying, as a person. So I kind of still feel like I still trying to like do the work or whatever to be taken seriously, you know. Like I always tell people like I do look young or whatever, but I'm not as young as you know, but I'm not as young as I look. I'm like I woke up like this, like all of y'all did, but even though we all woke up
We
like
can't
this,
be
we
on the
all
same
deserve the same respect, though.
Right.
We all deserve the same respect. So yeah, so like yeah, that's where I kind of feel like where I'm at in my life still where I at, and that's kind of sad for me to say that because me pushing 40, I mean, it's just like
You know what? It's never
It's sad.
sad. You got to really look at everything that you're going through. It's called learning experiences. And regardless of if you get it now or later or whatever that's going on in your life, everything that you are embarking on and trying to elevate or be a greater person or whatever that may be, you got to just take it on the chin and just know like everything is not going to be corrected in that time, or you may not learn it right now. It may be a couple years from now for you to kind of click into whatever it is you're trying to become, you know. So don't look at it as sad and don't look at it as a failure or anything like that. Just understand that we are all in this thing called life, and life be lifing a lot. When you trying to grow and shit be happening, you be like, now you gotta go back down to some shit you didn't want to be. Like, now I gotta kick your ass. Like, and I was trying not to fight nobody no more. But life be life, and sometimes, so you just gotta really just understand that it's a learning experience. Everything we're doing is we're just learning to be whatever greater person we're trying to be. So I just want you to know that you're doing good and that it's not a sad thing or anything, but you're an adult and you're gonna have those downs and ups and all the in betweens. Like, but you just gotta keep going. So, but yeah, bro. So what about you? Describe the chapter that you in.
Growth, acceptance, accountability. Just getting to know who I am more, because a lot of us don't. We say we know who we are until we put in certain situations to make us like
Hmm.
question who we are. Like we really built for certain shit until we get to that point where we gotta show it. So it's like that's what I'm working on. That's why self elevation basically. Like, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Just being more aware of self.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, like I was telling him, it's just learning. Like you learning you more, and the older you get, you start to learn like what makes you tick, what things that you can handle without snapping, or what things that you can handle without like. And I'll say this because I feel like sometimes when people pod, it's to me it's therapy in a sense because then you learn things about yourself that you didn't know by hearing other people's opinions. Sometimes you be like, damn, I didn't even think people think like that. Like, so then it puts it into your perspective on you may go from here and be like, okay, let me put that into my memory bank. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I feel you on that growth thing. Like, that's a good thing. Christina,
I don't know. Like,
what describe this chapter that you in?
this chapter I'm in is like, it's a big transition.
Transition.
Yeah, it's a big transition. I feel like I in a different phase in my life because like for a long time, you know, I just been myself, been somebody's mother, and then now it's like this new chapter, like I'm somebody's grandma. So it's like I gotta really like feel like it's time to like I gotta tighten up, like I gotta move up so they can move up, you know, so they can elevate because I can't be where my daughter is because she got daughters. So it's like I gotta. I'm just in a different you know how you just get a different position at a company or something like that. Like I'm in a different now. I'm like a elder versus being a young girl. Like transitioning from that mentality. You know,
So
things like
transitioning
that.
to be more of a leader.
A leader, a leading lady.
A leading lady.
That's funny.
That's
That's
cute.
funny.
I like that.
That's funny that you said the word elder.
I like that.
Because I just told him like we are becoming a new set of elders because our elders are leaving us. So I only gain that. That's why I feel like this generation kind of lost because of us. Because not because we don't want to give them the game, it's because they don't know how to take the game that we gonna give them. Because they gonna look at it as like we tearing them down, but not knowing like this is what our elders did to us, and they ain't tear us down. They built us up and molded us to be the people that we are because they equipped us to be leaders. And that's what bring me back to like not even trying to really get in depth to it, but people like that's why we know about Malcolm X. That's why we know about Nelson Mandela. That's why we know about Martin Luther King. That's why we know about Coretta Scott King. That's why we know about Rosa Parks and them type of people. And we never really looked at the importance of them, but these was the leaders. And everything that our parents taught us was how to be a leader and a thinker. Like, you know what I'm saying? And our attention span is so wide to the point that's why we able to dictate these little youngins and these new Gen Z's moves. And we know what they going to do because we see everything from
Right.
a bird's eye view.
Right.
Because we were taught that by us being leaders. So when we give them the game, it's like we don't even want to give it to them because they ain't going to use it and utilize it right like how we're doing.
And I don't mean to cut you off, but I'll say this: the thing of it all is, don't give them. Don't just give them. Don't you give them the game? But like they say, just plant the seed, and then just whatever, however it grows, it grows. And if they don't catch on to it, or however that seed that you planted in them, and if it don't catch, it just don't catch. Because sometimes you can plant some shit and motherfucker get overwatered and they shit be dead. Like you be like, well, damn, I told you, but like, but some people just don't get it.
Because you could pour too much in the person to where
They just don't get it.
they don't know how to really execute it.
They don't. That's just all it is. Like, always plant the seed of knowledge, like, because that's what we need more in our community.
But that's what I was saying. Like the Gen Zs don't want the knowledge because
Yeah, but
you tell them it, and it's like they want to disregard it because they caught up in this technology and shit and thinking what it's something new. And we tell them like, yo, there's nothing new under the sun. And sometimes, like you said, you being a grandparent, and you know I could relate. It's like I be having to go back and get my pictures, certain pictures, with certain things that's out right now to show my nephews and them like, listen, there's nothing new, especially with George. That's what I really like to do it to them, like, cause they be like, yeah, I'm about to get, and I be like, look, I was 10 years old on this picture. You see these mics?
Go ahead, bro. I feel you.
So
I got you.
really,
But yeah, you're right. Plant the seed, and you telling them, I get you, all of that. But I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna kind of dead it quick. But describe what chapter I'm in my life. Mine's is balance. And I'm gonna say reason why, because like I've been like going on this roller coaster ride all in my whole 30s, just trying to figure out where I want to be in life, how I want to grow, what type of person I want to be, and I feel like at some point, like now that I'm 40, everything has to make sense to me. Like, I've decided where I'm not arguing with people no more. I've decided where I'm not gonna live in fear of expressing who I am to people that I love. Because at one point I used to be where it was like I didn't want to tell you how I felt about shit because I didn't want you to judge me or how you. Because I know a lot of people when you tell them something they get offensive or things like that. So now it's just like, no, I'm gonna speak my truth. So I feel like in that aspect of me, the chapter that I'm in my life is just trying to find that balance of like life and bills and just trying to find some type of peace within all of that because life is already hard as it is, and I don't want to make it no more difficult than what it is. Like I said, relationships, they come and they go. If you gotta go, you just gotta go. Like, I'm not about to chase you. I'm not about to fight with you. I'm not about to argue with you. I'm just to the point now. It's just like if the math ain't mathing to my peace and my sanity and where I'm at humbly, then you just gotta go. And they go for anybody. Anybody in this room, and I love y'all, cousins, mama, sister. I have to find that peace within myself for me to just chill. Like I'm in a chill space, and I just want to stay there because it's been so much chaos throughout my life. Like, and I'm just like now, it's just like I can just breathe.
Same here, yeah.
Like I just want to breathe. Like I just want to be in the space and love the people that love me back. Like they say, be around the people that love you and that's rooting for you and all those things. So I'm trying to learn to just cope, like, and just stay in that pocket. And if people can't understand it, then it's bye bye. And I ain't being harsh. I'm not being an asshole. I'm just like, you just not where I'm at right now. And that's just that. Yeah. Guys, look. This has been great, but look, we gonna get right into this team building. This is the point where I ask y'all 5 questions, and I'm gonna go around the room, and whoever want to start first, that's fine. But the team building thing exercise is why I say in this game, because in this space of you don't pay me enough to care, I do care in a sense, but I don't give a fuck about how I give a fuck about what my co-hosts are saying, how they feel. But I don't give a fuck if y'all don't give a fuck that we care, and we really don't give a fuck how y'all feel. Like, because we going to say how we feel, and it is what it is. Like, so, team building basically is to get to know us on a personal level. That's what it is. It's like personal things that you don't know about your co-host that they... And I throw these little questions out there, and I'm gonna start it off with this one. Where was it at? Okay. Oh, shit. Where am I at? Okay, if your legs were replaced with an animal's legs, what animal would you choose?
I'm about to find out something I know about myself.
Hello.
With the animals.
If your legs were replaced with an animal's legs, what legs would you choose and why?
A cheetah.
That was mine. Cause that motherfucker fast as hell. Be out.
Put them dippers on.
Just walk to work. No, just run to work.
So yours is a cheetah because they fast.
Yeah, just run to work. Like, I'm here.
Just get the silverback. You know how far they can jump and how strong they legs is.
Okay.
Somebody silverback are really. That's really the king of the
They gonna
jungle.
knock a motherfucker out.
That's really the king. They people think.
So
it's
you what's a gorilla name? Harambe.
Harambe,
You
yeah.
Harambe. Okay.
Caesar.
Okay. Caesar. Yeah. Go ahead.
Well, I guess an octopus, so I can multitask better.
Oh, damn. Okay, I like that answer.
Killed it.
Did you get that?
Killed
You
them.
said an octopus.
Yeah,
Okay, I
because
like
can,
that
I
one.
can definitely multitask.
I didn't think of
if
that
I get
one.
all these different
Oh.
You said animal, but you
appendages.
said
Any
animal.
fish, animal, it don't even matter. It can be in the sea
that's
or on
still
land.
live,
but
that's
that's
still
not-
live.
Yeah, like
That's still like
so you can slap a motherfucker,
You
grab
smack
a
a motherfucker.
motherfucker.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Cook
Fucks
dinner.
with that.
Drive the
Wipe
car,
out
cook
the
dinner, right,
Yeah.
doing laundry all at the same time.
Damn.
All that shit. That is a nice one. Damn, I ain't think
Maz
of
is a
You
you
told
said
it up,
cheetah.
Ian.
I fucks with that.
that was a loud one.
Okay, animal. If my legs.
Damn,
were
that's
an
8
animal.
legs.
You do a lot with them.
That's a nice one though. That he said legs. That nigga said give me 8. That was a good one.
Mine will be a chimpanzee. Because I love monkeys, first of all, first and foremost. And the fact that they can swing and they real flexible. They can be I can hang upside down, all that
Grip
shit.
shit like
yeah,
that.
like
What?
you know what I'm saying? Throw some shit at a motherfucker if I want. So mine will be a chimpanzees. Like I want to be able to be real flexible and be able to, because my life is kind of like that where I'm trying to be flexible in a space where I'm doing all these different things.
And you can climb.
So I can be able to climb high and sit on the top of a tree and just think, like, you know. So yeah, so mine's a champ. Like even though it was cheated, because I did
and as
say
a
that
cheater
shit.
though, even though your legs fast, you know you always gonna land on your feet.
Well, you could have been a jaguar.
Jaguars quick. What you hear what I said?
Yeah.
You said like even though you got them fast ass legs, you gonna always land on your feet.
Yeah, jump
So
out.
that's metaphorically where you at in your life. You just trying to landing on your feet.
Facts. Facts. So here go the next one, y'all. Who was your role model when you were a child?
My cousin Shasha Dean. My cousin Dean. And the reason I say my cousin Dean is because like people, for one, he did music. He did music. He rapped like Dean. I feel like still to this day he one of the livest rappers to me. Industry, whatever you want to place it. But he was my like role model because I used to like. It wasn't even so much. How can I put it? Everybody respected him, but more people feared him. And it was like me used to seeing that.
I remember Sasha Day.
And it used to be like me seeing my people.
A lot of motherfuckers
right
scared of that
like,
motherfucker.
You can say my people's name and motherfuckers like.
That name hold a lot of weight.
It does. Like.
Yeah, I know that name.
And it wasn't
You
even
remember
so,
Sasha Day too?
It ain't even so much as like negative to me. I looked at it as a positive thing because I was looking at it like, man, here it is. My cousin can really control a whole fucking city if he wanted to. Just by the power that he holds. And some people, like in life, God, it's people that God really place in them positions. Like whether we look at them as being negative or what, it be certain people that's just like that. And he one of them people like that can silence a room if he say be quiet, the room will get quiet. It was the power that I felt that he held. Like you feel me? That it's just like as a man, like even though a lot of the negative shit I glorified until I went to see him in jail when I was 14 and he told me like, hell nah, like this ain't where you want to be in life. He let me know what a gangster was and he a gangster. It wasn't about him doing what he was doing out there. Nah, he was a gangster because he took care of his people. He had a heart. And he also knew like the consequences that come behind the life that he was living. But then he also changed, and that's what made him more of a gangster in my eyes. Because what he was doing then, he don't do now, and what he stand on now, he was still standing on then, but it's more enforced because he know who he is. And it's like, man, that's why he was my role model. Because it was like,
okay, that's what's up. And Christina, one of y'all. Who was your role model when you was a child?
When I was a kid, I want to say it was a collective thing of the people that were in my house because I admire all of my family members, my grandmother, my grandfather, my uncle, and my mother, who I kind of grew up in the house with initially. So I kind of feel like I just kind of took little pieces from all of them and kind of like, you know what I'm saying, and kind of like built myself up from there. So I don't want to kind of say like it was just like one person that stood out the most. It was just really just seeing like all of that together as a collective that kind of like was like, okay, like, cause I just had like a really good family structure. I mean, I had somebody going back and forth to work that I was seeing them do that. I had somebody that was cooking and cleaning and keeping the family together. You know, I had somebody being the disciplinarian, making sure that I did things and on time, whatever. So I'm gonna see it. Yeah, so I'm gonna keep it. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it with. It was a collective. It was a collective thing for me. So not just one person.
I think, to be honest, like growing up, I think one of my biggest role models was probably had to be Tupac, for sure.
Okay.
Because he was able to articulate what was going on with black people. He was able to articulate it to where it reached white people. Like he was actually able to articulate some of the things that they were, some of the stereotypes they was putting on us. That's what Tupac rapped about. Because you notice on all his his albums, you always hear a news clip or something, and then he would go into a song because this is what they're saying, but this is what's the truth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, I think that Tupac, he just had a very big influence on me and and all of my peers and people
Right.
older than me and everything, like
Right.
grown people, like we like 10 listening to Tupac.
Mm-hmm.
We
But he was influencing us at 10. Like,
he, because he was saying things that was like, he wasn't really violent. He was like phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? Like
and that's what I seen in my cousin. Like,
he used
that's
to
what I'm saying.
articulate things.
That's what it was, Christina. Like, that's what I seen in my cousin. Like, how you just said, like, he just was one that could really put shit in perspective to make people really understand us.
It was it was crazy. It's like he winded up being one of my daughter's favorite rappers, and she was never even on this earth where he was alive. But that was like her favorite rapper. She used to love listening. Like she loved him. Like and didn't even never never got to experience him alive.
Right.
Like you ain't never see Tupac on the awards. You never seen the Tupac video
He
when
never
it
had a
first
concert.
came out.
He never had a
You
concert.
never I don't even think she had no CDs. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
or no tapes.
How
Like
you even know about this man?
right. And her favorite song was Brenda's Got a Baby. I said,
That's
wow,
everybody's
this your
favorite.
favorite song.
Right. Okay, y'all. So I'm gonna go into it. My who was my role model when I was a child? It was my mother and my grandmother. I watched my mother raise 4 kids by herself. And like by her being so strong and like being able to be a woman but instill manly ways into 2 men that didn't have their daddies in their life. I looked at her like the ultimate goddamn successor. Like she was just like He-Man to me. Like, cause how like, and then this is the thing. She never was the type mother that asked family to help her or like she was always just on her own doing her own thing, and like she always made sure shit was straight, whether we was on food stamps, whether she had a job, whether it was just always just us. Like, and then at first it was just me and my brother, and then the 2 girls came in, then they got a little spoiled and shit, so me and my brother felt the kind of way about that shit, like why these little heifers get every motherfucking thing and we didn't get that shit. But it is what it is. But my role model is, and then I say this with my grandmother. Rest in peace, my grandmother Peggy. My grandmother was just fly. Like she was so creative. Like she was fly as hell. She stayed with the minks on, with the big old goddamn
church hat.
Those, but I call them the Cruella de Vil joints, like where they come leaning on the side. Like Peggy was the flyest woman that I've ever seen in my life. Like she stayed smelling good. She was always dressed to perfection. She carried herself with so much, like her head was like above and beyond. Like how they say keep your head above hell high, but it was just so high to the point like you looked at her like she was damn near Jesus. Like dang, this woman cold. Like, and then another thing I think where I get a lot of my creativity from is my grandmother, because my grandmother, she knew how to sew, she knew how to draw, she knew how to do so many like different artsy things, like, and she sold a lot of her stuff too. So I feel like those are my 2 role models, and like she saw a lot of stuff in me sometimes that my mother didn't even see in me. So yeah.
Ain't no love
So
like
yeah.
Granny love.
Right.
Granny
She know how to
and
paint.
Sheila Harris. Like yeah,
See, I put them
she
as
had
my
a, and that's the
heroes,
thing.
though.
She got a
Like, them
green.
my
She had a
heroes.
green
I
thumb.
mean, them ain't my roles. Them
Yeah,
my
like
heroes.
Right.
like
Let
hero.
something happen.
Yeah,
She
Them my
like
come.
heroes. Like,
so. Granny
even
was
my
like,
pops, them
like even
heroes.
with like what piggyback on what Sis was saying. She knew how to paint. She had a green thumb out this way. She was real one with the like nature and earth and like. So I took all of that in, and that's why I say now where I'm at in life is about balance and it's silence. Like, and I know a lot of it is gonna come with just me being by myself, which is kind of scary to me because I like being around people. I like talking to people.
Like that, cause it's
But
somebody out there
now
that's
I don't
gonna
even
be-
give a fuck now at this point.
somebody out there that's understanding it and just like
Okay, y'all. Ooh. When you are stressed, what do you do to relax?
I write music and listen to music. It's
Okay.
therapy to me. It's just therapy.
Music.
Smoking and listen to music, or I sometimes just take a night ride and listen to R&B and smoke.
I
Like
like that
anything
one. I
with
like
music,
that.
like it's therapeutic to me. I don't care what it is.
Yeah,
As long as I got some music, it balance me out.
yeah. Ian?
I like to go outside in nature and just kind of like sit and like and take it out and like go to like a quiet place, like a park or something like that, like a place where I feel comfortable at, and I just be like, kind of just like and be by myself for a little bit, and like you said, like I might write or something like that too, or whatever, if it's something really going on. But yeah, but just to kind of just to be there, just to be in tune.
Okay. Christina, when you stressed out, what do you like to do?
It just depends what the stress is, but most of the time, like when I'm stressed out, I just like to kind of like definitely chill out because when I'm stressed out, I just don't deal with nothing. Cause I feel like, but with me being stressed out, it put it just caused me not to make good decisions. I ain't in the right mind frame. So, like when I'm stressed out, what I try to do is I relax my mind. I might, fix me a couple of drinks or something, take a bath, and then I might just lay there, no TV on, just lay there, just let my yeah. Like
Okay.
it's time. Let me take a nap.
Well, I'm gonna pick out what my brother's saying is. Mine's is music. Um, when I'm stressed, I just go straight to music. Like I love music. Like from the old to the new to the new to the old, and it it's like so therapeutic to me because it be stuff that people say in these songs, and I just be like, damn, they really get what I'm going through, like, and you can really feel that vibration from it. So yeah, like listening to music, and sometimes like even I'm about to tell you how what I be doing. So I be in here like if I'm stressed out,
Karaoke.
bruh, I cut on every neon light and I had a whole light flashing and shit.
Nah,
Like
you
it's
know,
a disco ball. Like every little neon light that I got on the TV and the lights on the bar and all that shit, I flash it. And then I had a music in my ear because I put my shit on my ear pods or whatever, my headphones or whatever. And I be in this bitch dancing in dark with just neon lights going, bro. I be in a fucking disco.
Remember I told you like you didn't know like
Yeah.
that I was telling you like that's called mood. Light set moods.
Yeah.
So what happens is when you put yourself with those neon lights, it brings out the aura in the room. Like,
yeah, that's what it does. Like I just be want to dance.
Yeah, because you bring that aura out.
When I'm stressed, I just be want to dance. Like
in the club is neon
fuck
lights.
that. Like cut on the music. Let's have this party. I have a whole
You set your
concert by myself.
Yeah, this bitch like you.
Boy, like last night I was in this bitch screaming to the cows. Like I know my neighbors like this bitch up there loud as hell. Like
another form though, like when you got that music on and you find yourself opening up your window. And then you just start cleaning up and got your house smelling good.
I do that too.
That should be so therapeutic too. Like when you clean up that house and that's that fabuloso, whatever it is, that pine, big boy pine saw, whatever you cleaning up with, get the reeking of the fragrance in your shit.
I do that every
God damn, that be so therapeutic.
I be dancing even with that shit. Like I be cleaning and dancing. Like okay, so y'all.
That sage.
Yeah. Here go another one. Now, this one is kind of crazy, but it's cute. What flavor ice cream would you be and why?
Chocolate.
What flavor ice cream would you be and why?
Chocolate.
Sounded too exactly.
Okay, chocolate. Why chocolate? Cause you chocolate. Okay. Well, next.
That would have been that, but mine would be cookies and cream.
Damn. Go ahead, bro. Why, bro? You just had to take one shit.
Everybody crave it. Everybody crave it.
Damn.
What you would be?
What you would be in?
I like a chocolate chip mint.
You're a little minty.
Because it's an acquired flavor. Everybody that's not like that. So,
He always got.
Did you get that thing? Huh? Did you get what he said? What you say?
Well, mint chocolate chip.
Yeah, you said it's acquired.
It's an acquired flavor. So yeah.
And now that everybody want it, huh?
All right, exactly. Look, I'm on the design for some, not for the weak, definitely.
I like. You said mine. But another one.
Did you want me to switch mine?
No, you
I'll
good.
Switch,
You
I'll
good.
switch it.
No, you good because I got another one that's one of my favorites though. Mine's is pecan. No, it's
Butter pecan.
it's pistachio. It's a very delicate ice cream that you
delicacy.
only can buy in certain brands. Like I can't think of the brand, but I know it comes in a black top, like kind of like that Nutella.
Oh, you talking about
What's
Talking about
private
bread.
selections?
private selection? Yeah, because I'm a kind of private selection type of guy. So
Private
mine's would be
selection
that.
is
crazy.
Mine's would
I'm
be.
more of a homemade.
Yeah, I'm a more of a
Yeah.
homemade.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Homemade.
Yeah, private selection is Kroger's.
no. But no, it's but no, it comes in the clear
Brian.
shit,
Talking
the
about-
clear thing.
You talking about the organic shit?
It comes in a clear.
Sherbert. Say now.
You probably did.
I ain't no sherbet motherfucker.
You know they covered the clear.
No,
thing.
but it's pistachio something, and it comes in a clear
Blue
container.
Bunny.
Not Blue Bunny, not private selection.
Fun.
It does come in private selection though, but it comes in the one that I buy, and you only can buy it in like the little single joints.
What you talking about? Whatever it
It's
is. We ain't finna rack our
it's
brain.
it's
pistachio ice cream.
Cause who the fuck eats pistachio ice cream?
yeah, that shit good as fuck,
It's
bro.
a bad shit.
It's different.
That
see?
shit's so
there you
good.
go. Look, it's different.
Yeah, it's one of them.
It's quiet.
It's one of them joints that
It's
you
different.
be like, God damn, like it's one of them. Like, but if it ain't cookies and cream, it got to be the pistachio joint. Like,
Mine's gotta be the
So,
chocolate.
okay, y'all. This the last question. We can wrap it up. Choose your age favor. Choose your age forever. What age would you choose and why? Your forever age and what choose would you want to be and why?
16.
Why 16?
Cause that's when we was in school, bro.
You just want to turn up.
I gotta take it back.
I can't
When we
even
was in
lie.
the bro. I gotta take it back, bro. When we was in the 8th grade, 8th, 9th.
Okay,
yeah,
16.
man,
16
yeah,
was a good year. Yeah, that was a good year.
we
That was a good year.
tired, bro.
What about y'all?
I know that's a hard question
Right.
because you asking me to relive some damn years.
Right.
They could be what you in right now.
You asking me to relive some
You
years.
ain't even
so
got to
that's a
be
hard
old, but they could be
question.
what you living in right now.
I think I like this age right here.
I
Okay.
just say 16 because, bro, it was just so big.
So-
Yeah.
So hold on, bro. So you like that age? Why?
Cause I know more than I knew when I was younger. So I like the age that I am. Like if I could just stay this age, like right here. I'd be
Okay.
fine.
I like the thought of that. That's
Oh, you said we gotta stay that age forever?
yeah. You got to stay
Forever.
forever.
Oh, nah, then I don't
Well, you gonna be getting
I
a
thought it
whooping.
was-
You
I
gonna
thought
be
it was- yeah, that's what I
16.
Yeah,
No, you got to stay it forever.
Oh, nah, then hell nah. Then if
You
I
ain't
was
gonna be
stay-
get on the drink.
If I was gonna stay that age forever,
Okay,
just keep
drive.
it 21.
21.
It's
okay.
over.
Because, you know, that's where I went through. I was shot when I was 20, 5 times. So 21 is where I was really able to really, like,
Okay.
Right.
just enjoy it again. Like, it was.
Another
And-
second chance at life.
Yeah, then not only that, like that day when I turned 21, I shot dice. I won like 1,300.
Okay.
I'm for 20.
Ian.
I don't know. That's kind of hard. That's a hard question. It's hard. That's
Okay.
really hard.
So.
I don't know. I
Um,
respectfully pass.
I kind of like what Christina said. Yeah, because those other ages, I enjoyed them. Don't get me wrong. I really, really enjoyed those ages. But yeah, I think my age now, 40, I would rather stay at this. Because like I'm so much more mature and so much more like I can see things a little bit more clearer than what even though not saying that I wasn't mature when I was those younger ages, because I really was, but now it's just like I'm at this point now, it's just like I can chill the fuck out now. Like I don't need to do too much. So I think the age that I'm in, I like what you said, Christina, because it makes a lot of sense to me, because like I don't think. I will say this though. I'm gonna go back and I'll say this. When I was 24, because when I was 24, I was in love with this guy, and like that was the best love relationship I've ever had on the face of this earth. Like we really connected on so many things, and then the fact it's almost like when you find somebody that it's like everybody say everybody has a soulmate or whatever you want to call it, or kindred spirit or whatever. But I feel like at that age I did find that, even though it didn't pan out the way I thought it would be. But I found that kindred spirit, and now all these other situations, it's just like it's just love, but it's not what that was like. So I think 24 was a great year for me because I really found out what love really meant in a sense where it was like. And then I had so much time, like so much fun. Like I got to see the ball drop in New York, and at that age, like we went and did that. We was traveling a lot together, like so. But yeah, I think 24 and 40. So, but yeah, y'all. I don't mean to cut this short because a nigga been having to piss for the last 30 minutes. Like, we back on another episode of You Don't Pay Me Enough to Care, and I am your host, Sebastian. We on episode 49 in this joint. And like I said, guys, this was so informative and very, very, very adultish from our last rah-rah crazy shit because we all was just, but I love this coming together. And like I said, y'all, we're adding 2 more people to the show in February, somewhere around the tax season, because when a nigga get their money, they gonna upgrade some things up any joint. So you know what I'm saying, we're gonna add 2 more flavors to this thing. And like I said, this is a podcast where everybody is welcome, everybody is accepted, and nobody is being judged, nobody is being hated on. And I just want y'all to know that we all love y'all and we accept y'all and we appreciate y'all. And I want to say thanks to our viewers. And make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to them channels. Get our views up. Y'all follow us, fuck with us. Y'all know what I'm saying? Like, even though you might not, whatever. Like I said, peace, love, and prosperity. And we out this motherfucker. Because a nigga gotta piss.
This now.
Push that goddamn button.
Sebastian, you don't pay me enough to care. And they don't pay me enough either.